If they're kids, then you're attracting the wrong audience. I have a solution for you.
So you're telling me that you don't need views and you don't need subscribers to make a lot of money on YouTube.
It doesn't have to be Mr. Beast quality. They're pushing like long form content out more. I don't stay in touch with TikTok. I don't even know what that means. You either sell consulting or you sell a service. Took a picture, posted the video, and it went super viral.
What exactly does value mean?
If you don't stand out, people are just gonna forget about you.
So what is your name, occupation, and go high level password?
So I'm Hayden Bunn. I run a school, but I also do run a YouTube marketing agency in which we actually help a lot of people get sales from YouTube. Now, a lot of people go for views, a lot of people go for subscribers, but what nobody seems to understand is that none of that matters unless you're actually getting clients from YouTube. So that's what we help people do. And then my go high level password is YouTube clients _.com.
Got it. All right, I'm gonna have to try that out. But so you're telling me that you don't need views and you don't need subscribers to make a lot of money on YouTube.
No, I mean I don't even have 2,000 subscribers yet. I wanna hit 5K subs this year, but even 5K subs is nothing. So compared to what everybody actually thinks to get a ton of money and make a ton of money from YouTube, it's just not the case anymore. One guy even in the fitness like niche per se, he
Hmm.
has like a huge following on YouTube, 500 subscribers, and he restarted from scratch because his viewership wasn't high quality people that could actually work with him and work with his offer. So that's what I mainly focus on. Like we just focus on trying to make the best content for exactly the person we're trying to target, and then it pretty much just sets up an effect for YouTube to actually go out and target those type of people. So it's kind of weird how the algorithm works, but I just recently came across how like you can kind of choose like who sees your videos. So
How does that work exactly? Expand upon that a little bit more.
okay. So basically, I did an experiment where I tried uploading less and then I tried uploading more.
Mm.
And when I uploaded more, I got less views, but I got more of the right views. So a lot of people think, I mean, Mr. Beast and all these guys, they're right when they say, quality over quantity. But what I suggest to beginners or even like business owners starting off with YouTube is just create a ton of content and see what people like and what people don't like. Because honestly, a lot of people will comment. And a lot of people will comment what they liked, and a lot of people will comment what they didn't like. And then there'll be some trolls in the comments as well. But most likely you're going to see what people like, and if you just create more content of what they like, it doesn't have to be Mr. Beast quality, right? Especially if you're a business owner. A lot of other business owners don't like seeing flying objects and edits and all these things flying at them during the video. They just want
Right.
knowledge. They just want to like learn and get something out of the video. So what I saw when I uploaded more is that I got better and higher quality people because they were getting more from my content and they were getting more of it at a higher frequency or higher quantity, I guess. So when you make content that helps your viewer get more out of the video, whether that's money, whether that's knowledge, whether that's advice, whether that's just like giving them an enlightenment or something, they'll come back and watch more of those videos. And that's what we call subscribers or returning viewers. And actually, returning viewers matter way more to like get the watch time. So if you need your channel monetized, it's subscribers and watch time. So, and also, have you noticed the new thumbnail testing feature? Have you seen that?
Yeah. That came out not too long ago.
Yeah. So what do you know what it's based off of?
I believe it's based off of watch time.
Exactly. So I even thought it was based off of views when I first saw it, like how many people clicked, how many views did which one get. But if YouTube's looking at watch time, and watch time determines how much money you make from YouTube, and watch time determines how much they pay you in ad revenue, then I think we should all focus on how can we get the longest watch time so that our businesses get paid, because YouTube is a business and they want you to grow their business. So they want more watch time, they want more ad revenue, they want this. So why don't you just do the same thing for your own business with your own YouTube content? So that's what we've seen, and that's what we've kind of optimized for. And then that testing feature is super cool. But I have seen like some people now, like the new kind of strategy is like the auto playing when you first make a video. So I did one where like the thumbnail was me holding up my iPad and it auto played into the video. Cause that's another thing. Like thumbnails are cool, but if somebody's actually gonna watch your video, they're gonna kind of look at the autoplay. Like half and half, I would say, because sometimes I just click a video, but autoplay does like play a big difference in whether I'll actually convert on the video. So Mr. Beast talks about that too. He's like thumbnail, title, and autoplay. So when you see his videos, like it's like you click it and it's like zooms out or something, like one of those intros. So that matters a lot as well.
So for business owners and people that are creating videos that have a lot of value in them, that's more about, not about the transitions and the editing or anything, but just kind of matching that value looking thumbnail, I guess, in a sense, to the intro, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say because even like the autoplay feature, it can kind of show them what they're gonna get in the video. So what I did is like I zoomed out and it was like everything I drew on the board that I'm about to go over. And they're like, oh, okay, well, I might click, it looks interesting. And then also sometimes like I don't even do the autoplay. Sometimes I just take an auto-generated thumbnail from the video itself and use that because that looks super organic, doesn't look like I, you know, made a crazy thumbnail, and that's what I see work a lot is the auto-generated thumbnails. And just taking, even if it's not auto-generated, just taking a picture from the video and just giving them a sneak peek. Because if you think in the back of your head, like if you're another business owner, other videos on their feed will not look like Mr. Beast thumbnails. They'll look like regular thumbnails or at least minimal thumbnails. So if you can kind of be an outlier on the homepage, then your video will then be an outlier for your channel because you're not looking like everybody else. And that's what I've started to learn. Like, yeah, we all kind of steal different ideas. We all kind of learn from each other. But if you're doing your own thing, it kind of makes you stand out. And I mean, we've seen this with Daniel Dalen. Like, he made his own thing, and then all these other people copied him,
Yeah.
but his YouTube channel just grew even more. So it's like, okay, it may work for your channel, it may not. Um, but at the end of the day, like, I feel like creating your own type of style, your own type of brand will be better in the long run.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. So, bringing it back to you and your business, what exactly is your offer? How are you helping these people?
So my offer or like the whole thing that like just pillars of it.
I mean, just like a summary of it.
Okay, so basically our front end offer is we install like YouTube sales funnels. So what a YouTube sales funnel is basically creating YouTube videos that then get people to click on your links and then get people to either book calls with you, join your community, or buy your product. And then most of the time, we're booking calls from the YouTube videos, and then from those calls, we get clients, consulting clients, sales for our products, things like that. So that's just one avenue, and then we also help with the whole kind of process of even doing that. And then, like I was saying earlier, none of that will really work if we don't have the right viewers on the channel in the first place. So that's kind of the first thing we focus on, is just making sure that we have the right people watching, because that matters too.
How long does it take for somebody, if you're starting with like a new client, how long does it take for somebody to get that right viewer if they don't already have that right viewer watching their videos?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I mean, I wish I had an exact pinpoint timeline. Um, but honestly, it might even be off like video count. So when I switch my audience, it took me about 15 to 20 videos to switch the audience, or at least merge the audience onto my new offer or my new kind of way of doing things. And that comes with time, but it also comes with just effort and like value in the video. So a lot of people focus on trying to get the views like we've been talking about, but like it's really just focusing on like how can you create the best video for somebody to get the best result from watching it. And if you can do that, then you shouldn't really be worrying about the timeline that it would take, because if that's true, then it doesn't even need to have many views.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. Now, for your own content, we talked about long form. Do you use short form content at all? Is that part of the game plan or no?
So, yeah, so with short form, so I would say everything kind of links up to YouTube, right? Like as we've both seen, like YouTube's at the top,
Yeah.
and then you have like platforms like LinkedIn and X, which are text, but it's long form text, you could say. So those are two long form platforms, and then
Mm.
there's Instagram under that, and then there's the other short form platforms, with which I mean I don't really even pay attention to. Like I don't post on TikTok anymore, and I mean we post reels, but the thing is how we focus on YouTube, and we ask ourselves like how can we take YouTube content and intertwine it and pretty much like get a full system to then create 30 pieces of content from that long form content or piece of YouTube content. So usually it actually starts off with, writing the video out, scripting the video, seeing what data is proven. And we know that because we also test like different things on Twitter, which is X. So X is a really good platform. Same with LinkedIn. Now, both of those are kind of underrated, overrated in some cases. LinkedIn, I feel like, is really underrated because they're actually adding like the video features. And then I
Mm.
also saw on X that they're pushing like long form content out more, because they want it to be like more of a just like everything platform. And we look at what, has the most traction on X for their like viewership on those type of platforms. But if they're not focusing on those platforms or don't have those platforms, then we just look at the comments from the past video. So that's really what we look at the most, is like data from that we already have from YouTube. And then we take that, we create the YouTube video, and then from that it flows out every other content piece. So then we grab the transcript, we can put it into LinkedIn, we can put it into X, we can make reels from it, clip it up. But the honest and true answer is like, if you're trying to focus on a platform, you need to focus on one platform and master that platform. Because to create content on each platform, you have to create content for that platform. So what I've seen is like I usually schedule out my reels, but what I'm hearing is that like Instagram knows you scheduled it out. They know it's a robot or an API or the computer's connecting to post your video. So it's probably not going to get pushed out as much as if somebody manually did it from their phone. So I think nowadays, like a lot of people are trying to automate the whole content process. That's what I've seen. That's what I used to think. And that's what blew up like in the past month of like people creating these huge like automated systems to then take a video and then turn it into all these different things. But if you can focus on the quality of your content, I feel like the quality and like who it's for matters way more than posting it in the first place. Like you need to get that down and then having like the value inside of it and then you can post it. So, yeah, if we were talking about like scale, I would say value, um, audience, and then platform or probably platform first, but then those two. But yeah, if I kind of explain that right.
Yeah, I got you. So for the because the long form content, the long form YouTube content is pretty much like the king of everything, like we talked about. And
Yeah.
with that content, what do you think is best, right? Do you think it's just like a whiteboard video? Is it just a talking video? What kind of like style videos? Does it matter in the niche? What does that look like for different people?
Good question. So you're saying like the formats of the video?
Right.
Hmm. Yeah. So that's also another thing you can test and play around with and see what works for your audience, right? Because I might do a Miro board, right? That's technically like a breakdown. But when I go on my iPad and start drawing, more people are in touch with the video, so they stay longer. So it's like, huh, okay. So we're testing a few things. Presentations, yeah. You just want to test everything and see what gets the most for us conversions.
Yeah.
Um, for Mr. Beast, it's technically like if you really think about it, he's going for views, but those views actually turn into conversions because he's selling kids like candy and all this other things, right?
He's got Lunchables now too.
Don't get me started, bro. I made a video on that. Not a video, but like a reel. Where I'm like, all these guys, they own their attention, and then they sell them the poison, and that's like that's what I was saying. It's kind of funny, but like one of those reels
He
with the
smells pretty good,
music
man.
where like your voice gets like people like pay attention because it's like the monotone music.
Uh,
So I'm gonna test that too. Screw it.
that's crazy. So for you and your business, how much money are you making a month right now?
Yeah. So it's not the end of the month yet, but last month we made 40K from YouTube, and we're not running ads. We're not posting reel. I mean, I'm posting reels, but I have like 7,000 followers on Instagram, and my reels get like 500, 700 views. So
Okay.
technically, not getting anything from Instagram. I don't sell anything on my Instagram, um, just from YouTube. So all
That's
I
pretty
do
great.
is in my description, I see a lot of people, they have 50 links in the description. In this video, you're going to learn this, 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 and this. You can go here, you can go here. I also have a YouTube playlist that you can subscribe to. Go watch some other videos. And then here's my product or community or free product or community. So people just don't even know where to go at that point.
Right.
So I think if if you're listening to this and you have a long description, just change it to one line. Yes, one line. One, hey, if you're this person and you want this outcome, I have a solution for you. You can
Absolutely.
check it out if you want. If not, then please watch more of my content
Yeah.
because yeah. So, I mean, like if we break it down, like the reason why YouTube is so valuable, long form, is because people get to know, like, and trust you. So if
Yeah.
they see you on a reel, they have no clue who you are. Um,
That's why you get the crazy comments on like reels or even shorts too. That's what
yeah,
I
dude, I look
experimented
at
with
the
that.
comments in
It's so bad.
Instagram, bro. It's horrible. It's like I don't know what are the terms like. I don't know, like I don't stay in touch with TikTok, but I see like people saying aura or something. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that
It's a
means.
whole nother world, dude.
Yeah, it's like, but I would never like none of those kids are going to. If they're kids, then you're attracting the wrong audience. Like I'm
Yeah.
18, I look like a kid, but I still attract guys who are older than me, not in that way, in the business way,
There
to,
you go.
help them and make more from YouTube. Um, so, you don't want to attract like the little kids, the Mr. Beasts, um, and just create like just content for what you do, and then
Yeah.
you'll get clients.
Yeah. So for your business, your school, all that stuff, is it just you? Do you have a team? What does your structure look like?
Yeah, so it actually was me for a while. Now, the solopreneurship, a lot of people are saying they're solopreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a solopreneur if you have the right offer. So let's say you have a software, you can be a solopreneur technically. At that point, I still would say solopreneur, just considering like you with the client, then technically I'm a solopreneur. But delivery, we have a whole team, editors. Um, we even have developers too working on a software. Now that's what I was talking about. Like if you're a software, yeah, you could be the only like owner, but then you have
Yeah.
developers building it, fixing it, all that stuff. So we have like a team of people who help us get the best client results, help us publish the videos, help us manage everything, client success manager or customer success people, all this stuff. But technically I'm the only like head of content or head of traffic or head of clients.
Yeah.
So technically, I am just by myself. There's nobody else, flowing in other traffic to our website, but you don't really need a huge type of squad or partners or I do think like having a partner in business can help you accelerate the speed because I've seen guys. I mean, we both know Charlie Morgan. He has a partner, but Charlie Morgan, he's still the face of the business. His other guy just helps with clients. So once again, it's either you either do clients and traffic or you get a partner to take one.
Yeah.
So he does traffic and product and then his partner does clients and success, which is a really good combination. So yeah, I'm just waiting kind of to do that. Um, but if you can have both, to both your partner bringing in traffic, giving results, working on a really good product, just or like you just separate it, like yeah, you guys are both bringing in traffic, but someone takes head of product, someone takes head of clients. That could work. But honestly, yeah, I mean you don't need a partner, but partner does speed it up.
Mm.
Um, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I had that experience myself when I ran an agency earlier this year, partnering up with Lynn and Chastain, and yeah, it accelerated both of our processes a lot. It made things a lot easier.
Exactly.
Um, so yeah, that's it's always a great thing to have a partner. It's always good to have somebody to bounce things off of too, just in general. But
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
so so if somebody's making content already and they kind of have an idea of what they want to do, maybe they're not selling anything. How should they go about creating an offer and a product?
Good question. Uh, so yeah, that's what a lot of people have questions about. Like, I don't know what to sell. I don't know who to target.
Right.
Well, if we really think about it, like we the first person I would suggest you target is your past self. So
Mm.
for me, I'm targeting my past self. Guy who used to go for views. Guy who used to follow the shiny businesses. Guy who used to try and automate every single process. The guy who didn't know how to create content to get clients from. So that's like who I target is pretty much my past self, and then I create an offer for solving my past problems that I've managed to solve for myself. So that's what I would suggest for other people. Like a lot of people try to sell like digital products, like things they make. But if we're looking at it like in the big scheme of things, like you can't charge $1,000 for a Notion template or like a system. Now you can charge $1,000 if you have a system and then you run the system for them. That's technically a service. So you either sell consulting or you sell a service. And I'm selling both. So I would suggest people start with that, and I would actually suggest people start with the service because you can't sell consulting on something that you haven't been paid money to do.
Yeah.
So I started off with the service, YouTube servicing, YouTube agency, and that is bigger than my consulting. That makes more than my coaching, consulting, guru stuff, right?
Yeah.
But you have to earn it, and you have to earn like your call to action. So I never make call to actions at the beginning of the videos because why would you do that? Like there's no reason for someone to join your community or pay you money if they haven't received anything from you. So that's a big, big, big thing. Um, and yeah, I had to do free work. I still do free work just so I can then get the law of reciprocity on my side for when I do ask, hey, would you want to come on board with us as a client and get more of this at a higher rate, at a higher level? And when you do that, when you work for free, when you send the personalized outreach messages that basically have free work in it that they can again go test with themselves and see results with automatically, do you really think they're just going to block you and say, don't message me again? No, they're going to text you back and say, hey, man, that thing that you told me worked. When do you have time today? I want to work with you guys. And a lot of people are scared as well to s- spend time on doing free work for somebody because it's free work. Yeah, it sucks. You're not getting paid to do it. But if you just put in enough actions and inputs to something, you'll eventually get something out. It's like the universe just like throws you a gift. And in this case, it's the client. So that's what I've learned. Like never think you're better than anybody. And I feel like the guys who are really, really successful, really have money, even if they have the fancy stuff or not, they still don't think they're better than you and they still respect you just as much as somebody next to them worth tens and millions of dollars because they know that they wouldn't be in that position without you. So,
Mm.
without people in the lower level jobs, we wouldn't even have a society. So it's like, why do you think you're better than them when you either could be one of them tomorrow or you could like you have to have those type of people. And like a lot of things I see nowadays is like if you do this you're horrible, or like if you do this you're wasting your life. Like some people don't care about money as much as you think, and a
Yep.
lot of people don't care about materialistic things as much as you think. So that's what I see on YouTube nowadays, man. Like a lot of kids are posting like their travel lifestyle and things like that when they're traveling to Bali and it's like 1/4 of the price to live there, and they make 1/4 of the money that a lot of people in the US make, um, or like successful people make. Because, if I if I live in the US, not only am I being taxed, but I have to pay all of the US um, pricing of things like food, living, taxes, all that stuff. Rather
Right.
than if you live in Bali, you can make 10K a month and still have the same amount of wealth that somebody in the US has because you're not getting taxed. The cost of living super super low, and then you basically have like the best area in the world for marketing, social media, all that, to just post what you do every day because it honestly is sick. But you know, you're also presenting yourself as kind of like the guru, right? The lifestyle. So I try not to front with any lifestyle things. And I mean, I don't have a lifestyle, right? I don't, go out and spend any money on things like that.
Bro's not
Just put it
partying.
back into the business. So, yeah, because I don't think I don't think I deserve to, do that yet, right? So that's my 2 cents.
That's a great mindset. So, taking it back to school, recently, it was this past month, you won the school games
Yeah,
with your $40,000 a month. So, tell me about that. How did that come into fruition?
yeah. So, I mean, once again, free work. So free work, connecting with people, and then maybe shoving your offer out there, maybe. So basically, that's what I did. So I did free work for a ton of guys on Skool, connected with a ton of guys on Skool, got blessed to meet the right guys on Skool, and pushed it on Skool. And I think Skool is the most evergreen platform that you can start a business if you already haven't, or at least make money online if you haven't, or if you are, make more. Because the guys behind Skool, Alex Mosey, Sam Ovens, they know more than probably we'll ever know. And they're continuing to know more than we'll ever know. So if you just go in the kind of path that they're on, then I think you'll be successful, and you at least make enough to have a really good and freedom life, because a lot of people do it
Yeah.
for freedom. I would say I'm more on like the freedom side as well. So yeah, I mean, I really think School's a great platform because, like I said, you can show people, you can give services to things that you've done, and it's actually, welcome there, right? And it's actually a great way to get even more traffic. So I get traffic from YouTube, I get traffic from our hard work and just outreach and, going super hyper personalized at the people that would never see my videos, like the top dogs, and trying to get them as clients, because they don't consume, the guys who you really want as clients, they don't consume YouTube content. They just work. So if you can save those type of people money, if you can, so you'll get really, really, really good clients if you do free work for them and show them these three things or four things maybe, that they can save time working with you, they can make money working with you, you can save them money, and then you can bring them value or give them something of knowledge that they didn't know before. And that is how you get the whale clients, as they call them.
Mm,
So that's what I'm trying to do as well. And then on Skool, we get a good amount of traffic because of that win and kind of my presence on Skool. And once again, I'm posting every single day on Skool, so people see me every day. I show up every day. So that's what I forgot to say earlier about short form. It's really just like an ad, just you just popping up on somebody's feed.
yeah.
So I don't take short form as any conversion mechanism. I do it more like marketing.
Like brand awareness type stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. So, how do you make a funnel then that would convert? So, from your content from your school, what's the process of your funnel, and then how could somebody else make a funnel for them that would convert well?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question because I recently just changed mine, right?
Oh,
So a lot of people, okay, so there's two sides of the ball, right? There's the copy focus pages
yeah.
and there's the intent focus pages. Now, copywriters will hate me, right, for saying that you don't need a super long sales page, but I think I've been proven wrong a lot of times. Um, because like I really think that copy does matter, having a long sales page, but it really depends. All of this stuff depends. So I'll give an example. Um, Iman Gotzi, his sales page, or the last one I looked at, it's super long with a ton of copy because the people who go on his sales page need that. Because the people who go on his sales page are all pretty much beginners and they don't even have a business yet. So
Yeah.
they need to be educated and persuaded and convinced that his offer will make them a ton of money and get them rich with SMMA, right?
Yeah.
Um, but if you're targeting the right people, then you really just need an intent-based landing page. Now, my landing page is headline, subheadline, VSL, which is pretty much a video telling them why they should work with you, what you can do for them, what pain you can solve for them, who it's for, etc. And then right below that, I have book a call if you like this or if you would want to talk to me and discover more. And then below that, I say, here's what you get. Pretty simple, but
Yeah.
a lot of people think it's more than that. But I mean, if you were talking to me, I would just want to see that. Who you are, what can you do for me? Can you save me time, money, make me more money, or give me more knowledge to then advance my business, like mentors, because it's another big thing. Like a lot of people push mentors, but I'm saying like the right guys, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's one. Knowledge is a huge thing. And then like what will I receive? And kind of a bullet pinpoint, like, hey, you'll actually get a YouTube sales funnel that will work for you while you sleep. You'll get this. You'll get that. So that's what I have, and it's worked pretty well. I mean, I mean, long copy. It's good for certain offers. It's all like based on your offer, pretty much,
Yeah.
kind of.
I think it also depends too on the awareness level
Yeah, that's
of
what
the
I meant.
audience.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And so for people like with email gods, a lot of them they're not necessarily unaware because they know like they need to make money, right? So they're not necessarily in that state. They're kind of more like the problem aware, but they don't know like a solution, and then like
Yeah.
they're not product aware. So
I
that's
would
kind
say
of
I would say they're emotionally aware because
mm,
a lot of them aren't problem aware because they know they have a problem of not making money, but that's more emotional. So that's why Iman converts so well because he
it
goes
goes
after
far.
their emotions in the whole page,
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
entire page.
Even with this
So
content, it's
yeah,
all emotion.
yeah. I know it's problem aware, but it's something I've learned from Ty Lopez, right? I don't pay him money, but he's my mentor because I listen to him and I get knowledge from him because he's been doing this way longer than me. But he says emotions are pretty much the ruler of kind of humans, and
Mm,
if we look in back in the history, we can see that. If we look today, we can see that. So that's what I kind of base off that. Like, all right, like that's more of an emotional aware type of offer as well.
yeah. So how much money would you need to kind of get started with building an offer, or even started like building a personal brand to even have the chance to sell an offer?
I would say zero. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think you need a mic, fancy camera, but no, you don't need any of that. I mean, we've seen guys like Sam Solik, some other people where they just post. There's one guy he was like a doctor or something. Did you see that video? He's like, I have a
Oh yeah,
PhD,
he
but
was like
I'm
on the
not.
cliff, right?
Yeah. So he had the view.
Yeah,
He had the sick view, but
yeah.
he didn't have a fancy camera. Didn't even know anything about YouTube, hooks,
No.
nothing. Took a picture, posted the video, and it went super viral. I've also seen like grandpas like post videos like what I wish I would have done, and those
Mm,
videos go crazy because I mean I would click on that video like, dude, what are you talking about in the video? So
right.
yeah, just if you're spiking curiosity again by doing what standing out because your videos aren't oh, it's not, it's none of those thumbnails. It's just like old guy just looking at the camera with no edits at all.
Right.
And those stand out. So yeah.
Yeah. So for your offer, and then also for anybody in general who has a business, has a personal brand, should people be running ads in combination with their content, with their YouTube content, or any of their other content?
I would say yeah, if you can. Cause so I'm starting up ads next month. I've ran ads in the past for my other businesses. I ran them earlier for this offer in this business, but we didn't really actually go like full tilt with them, I guess you would say. So we're actually launching ads like next month, but the only reason you launch ads is just for more traffic. So
Mm,
if you know your offer can work, then that's when you turn on the ads. But if your offer's not working organically, then it's not gonna work with paid.
no.
So that's what a lot of people get wrong. They go straight to paid. I'm like, what? Why would you go straight to paid if you don't even know if your offer's proven or not organically? Like, will people buy it without them being told to buy it? Because
Yeah.
ads are like, so ads is push marketing. You're pushing your offer out there, and then organic is pull marketing. So you pull people in with your organic content. Ads, you're
Mm,
shoving your offer like, "Hey, I have this. Does this look appealing to you? If so, then learn more." Where pull marketing's like, "Hey, I'm my name. I do this. Here's a few strategies you can use. If you found this helpful, go here." And then that's pretty much pull marketing because you're pulling them in and then you show them something and they do it themselves. Where ads, like it's still voluntary, but it's really push marketing. So
that's really good. I've never heard of anybody. That makes a lot of sense. Like I've never heard anybody like say like the whole push pull thing. That's pretty good.
yeah,
Um, Now, do you use like email marketing at all, or is that not even like in the equation right now?
I do. Yeah, emails key. Another thing, this is super valuable. This is this whole podcast has been valuable, but I'm just dropping insane stuff because I mean I learn it, so it's out there for free. Like anybody can find it. But if you watch this podcast, you're still watching, then boom, you got it. But the thing is like everybody's automating stuff. So if I mean I do email automation, but the messages themselves aren't automated. So super hyper personalized things. So we group it. So it's automated, but like 95% of the process is manual, and then like the sending is automated
Hmm.
because bulk sending helps a lot. So we group all the like contacts up into like interests, industry, and like position or not position, like position at the company. So like CEO, sales manager, co-founder, things like that.
Where are you
Um,
collecting your emails at what stage, like in your funnel?
frontline stage. So, well, yeah. So we do email marketing to people who have subscribed to us. We also do cold emailing.
Mm,
Both, yeah. So people subscribed. So I was talking about cold email. People who subscribe to you, that's pretty much a newsletter. You just need good copy, good flows, and a good way to monetize your newsletter with webinars, workshops. And once again, none of that works if you don't give them something before they even sign up to the webinar. If they sign up to your email, you have to give them something. So, like a lot of people are signing up for like free trainings or free assets that we give out. So once again, that's pull marketing because we're pulling them in, we're giving them stuff, you know, and then the law of reciprocity kind of kicks in, and that's how you convert more of your audience. So that's the subscriber market, newsletter emailing. Where cold email, you really have to stand out, and with all this AI tech coming out, like everybody's using the AI stuff now, but when AI actually comes out, like the insane AI where it could scrape like everything, then it's going to be even harder to stand out. So that's when you don't even do like cold. Like you can do cold messaging, but it's none of it's automated. So right now, like the bulk sending is automated, but we're gonna have to switch to none bulk and just all manual because you can't AI will never replace like my face. So once they see me, then it gets thrown out the window compared to everybody else. So if you can focus on filming custom videos for people, then you kind of beat everybody else.
Hmm. So that's where the personalization comes in.
Yeah, text won't work anymore. That's why I'm saying like um that's why copywriting is really not like it's good, but eventually text won't matter. Um and I don't know if there's some softwares where it can literally like clone your whole body, face,
I've
and
seen that.
voice, and like now it's actually like insane. Like you can't tell the difference, except like facial expressions. But like they even got the eyeballs like better. So it used to look really weird with your eyes because they wouldn't
Mm.
track it, but now it's like insane. So I saw that yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that earlier this year. It's crazy. Where like the side by side, like it's getting pretty good, man. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we touched on this a little bit earlier. But why exactly is YouTube like the king of all content? Why does everything stem from YouTube?
I think because of like personal connection, to be honest. Like growing up, like everybody would watch their favorite YouTuber because they kind of liked him the most. Like that's why I still like love Danny Duncan because it's like, dude, that guy is hilarious. And it's like, how would I know that just from seeing like a little reel? I mean, yeah, it'd be funny, but I would forget about him.
Right.
So that's the thing, like just to never be forgotten because now in today's kind of world, like there's so much content that if you don't stand out, people are just gonna forget about you.
100%. What are your thoughts on people? You mentioned this earlier too, but people kind of starting that have bigger channels that are ending those and not really posting on those anymore and starting smaller ones. Is that something that more people should look to do
Yeah.
if they're trying to make more money, or why should somebody exactly do that?
Yeah, well, that's kind of exposing my business, but yeah, second channels are insane. Second channels work better than main channels, I would say.
Really?
Just because, yeah, it really does. They work better. Just because, you're just posting videos you don't care about. So not only is it like so easy to post content, but it's long form YouTube content that you filmed. Um, and people see it as like, oh, it's his second channel. Like, let me see, check this out. And we've seen like, it's not even something secret. Like every single big guy has a second channel, multiple channels. So like Mr. Beast has like 6 channels. KSI, I would watch his second channel more than his main channel back in the day.
Mm.
I think Logan Paul had a second channel. Yeah, he
Okay.
did, but I'm not sure what it was. But I'm pretty sure I watched that more. Um, the only person I can really think about is KSI because he had like that second channel and he would upload more on there and people would go to that channel. And he would know because he would know what type of person's going to that channel because those are like his diehard fans. So if you really, really want to work with somebody in like your business channel or you have a business, then you know the people on that second channel are way higher quality, like way higher quality. So you don't have to edit your videos at all. You just have to give them stuff, give them value, give them things, give them like anything.
Yeah, because they're spending more and more time with you. They're building a more and more relationship with you.
Exactly.
So, in the realm of online entrepreneurship and the online space, everybody seems to kind of know everybody. How how exactly has that worked out, and how have you been able to network with people?
Yeah. I mean, it's honestly crazy because you would think, like, number one, the world isn't that big, and then two, like, the online marketing world isn't that big either. So eventually, you'll get to know every single person, and then they'll get to know you eventually. So that's what's happened to me where I've just like I've known about people and then they'll eventually just reach out to me and I'm like, what the? So people will find you and the thing is the YouTube marketing space, so like being on YouTube and then creating content, like make money online content, that is even smaller. So a lot of people network. Like I've gotten so many people just from YouTube, like that are insane. So don't think like subscriber count limits your reach because it doesn't, or you're like who can see your video.
Mm.
Because I've had big people see me, I've had little people that are big people but just little followings. Um, so yeah, everybody kind of knows each other in the space.
Yeah, I've definitely found that to be true more and more as I kind of dive into the realm over the past couple of years. It's been pretty crazy. So, bringing it back to YouTube, how do you use YouTube to attract that proper audience that you need to sign clients and get customers?
Well, I mean, I would think of kind of like the value that I'm giving in the video, but also like YouTube kind of scans the video. So what you're talking about matters. What your
Mm.
title says matters. What your file name says matters. What everything matters. So YouTube kind of looks and scans everything. And then they go out and find those type of people that are interested in those topics.
That's really interesting. So, with the videos, when you're creating a lot of value, what exactly does value mean, right? Like
Yeah.
in that sense, like you can be talking about stuff and you can be giving value, but what exactly does that mean?
Yeah, I mean that's a question I even had to ask myself. I even had to like write like a full paragraph of like what it was. Um, I mean, pretty much like value is something that somebody can take or learn or see or do something with that then they get a result from. So, for example, like if I'm spreading value on a strategy, if somebody can take like action on what I just said and get results from it, then that's value. Now, a lot of people are like, "Oh, bro, I just gave you so much value." But if I can't take any action on it, and if I can't get results from it, or if you haven't just gave me a result just from talking to me, then that's not value. So value is like a mix of knowledge, strategies, insights, things that will help people get to where they want to be faster and quicker and better, and something that they didn't know before.
Yeah, that's a really good definition. Um, Back to YouTube, what does the algorithm or the AI look for? What data are they looking at when they decide to push videos or test videos? What does that look like from your perspective?
Yeah, so I feel like it's like a barrier, or like a Wi-Fi signal. So you have like your first bar is like the people who are subscribed to you, returning viewers.
Mm.
If they click on it, watch it, then it pushes you out to the second bar, which is like your niche. If they like it, then it pushes you out to the third bar, which is like the make money online industry. And if they like it, then you get pushed out to pretty much anybody. And that's when you get like the outlier videos. But I even get outlier videos just staying within the first three, which is YouTube and then make money online niche, because I don't want to get out of that bar. So
Yeah.
I don't want to get it. I mean, 100K views on a video would be great. I'm chill with 50K views is like my best video. That's what I'm chill with. But I haven't even got that yet. So do you need it? No.
Building off of that, how does testing work on YouTube? Whether it's titles, thumbnails, all that stuff.
Yeah. Um, so the best example I could give is, you know, Iman Gatti, because he pays the most money to the best people for YouTube because he has the best YouTube presence in kind of like the make money online space. So what he does is he tests thumbnails, titles, descriptions, links, offers, campaigns on offers. So like he'll make like ramp ups to an offer like the digital. It was called like Escaping Digital or something, or the Matrix offer that he ran, where it was like a movie. And supposedly that didn't do that well, and he deleted it. He deleted all of his videos. So it's kind of like he's hosting like webinars on YouTube. So that is crazy. So that's something you can test where it's like campaigns and like, but that's way advanced. So I would just focus on testing thumbnails, titles, descriptions, and like your offer and like what you're saying in the video to get people to then go click. So I could say YouTube marketing funnel. I could say YouTube sales system. I could say YouTube to clients. I could say YouTube AI YouTube sales system, and then you just kind of see which ones spark the biggest interest and stick with
Mm,
that.
very interesting. Over the past couple years, YouTube has really changed a lot. Everybody's shifted to like the Mr. Beast side of things. Now people are shifting to Sam Sulek and all that stuff. What have you seen those changes? How have those changes affected your channel and then even your clients' channels?
Yeah. So like YouTube, it is changing at all moments, at all times. Like we even see like video times. So it used to be like 8 to 12. Now it's like 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's really just like really it's based off of what's working for the biggest guys, and then the smaller guys will try it, and then the even smaller guys will do it, and then it's just like a ricochet effect where it's like you see kind of what YouTube is pushing now, and then you kind of iterate off that. Now, funny thing is, YouTube's actually pushing small channels, so they just made a new team for that. They have a whole like system for small channels to get pushed out. So if you're not seeing results with your YouTube channel, if you're not getting clients from it, start a new YouTube channel. And just focus on giving value, actionable steps, actionable value in your videos, and a lot of people will convert from that. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's good. Now, inside of your business or in any of your content, your YouTube content, do you use AI?
Yeah. I mean, I would say inside of our business we do. A lot of people script with AI. We don't necessarily do that. A lot of people make assets with AI. We kind of do that, but not really. Like a lot of people use AI to send outreach. We don't do that at all. So AI is good if you use it as a tool, not as like the leading factor
Hmm.
of whatever you're doing. So use it as a tool. So for example, for me, like if I'm at the gym and I hear something valuable, I'll literally pick up my phone, talk into AI and say like create this, create a document on this, create a system or a flowchart or a map on this. And AI will do it and it's stored in my ChatGPT app. I come home, I have a full flowchart on what was the most valuable thing. And I make a kind of document or system or video or anything on that. Now that is where it can get really valuable because then you're storing your ideas, but it's stored in an offshore platform. So, like instead of storing all your notions or all of your ideas in Notion, you can store it like the really valuable ones in like ChatGPT, where it's like a full document and strategy laid out for you. That's what I do. So,
Hmm. And then like the AI can kind of build off of that.
exactly. So the AI just gives you more information on what you thought would work.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's really
And
good.
also like AI has no context, so it will give you like the bare bones and like what it thinks you're saying. So you can really learn copywriting too, because AI, it's like, my business is this, my name is this, I do this, so I'm trying to do this. And if you dumb it down, like for AI, you'll get a better response. If you dumb it down for people, you get better conversion rate.
Hmm.
So people don't understand. So
That's a bar right there, bro.
yeah.
Two personal questions to finish it off. What does a day in the life of Hayden Bunn look like?
A lot of just doing the same thing over and over and over again. I mean, this is what I keep hearing. Like the guys, like I'm gonna go through the stage, so I mean I'm ready for it. But at the end of the day, it all just comes down to doing like pretty much ending your day to where you fall asleep like naturally. Like you work so hard that you just naturally just fall asleep. I feel like that's the best day for me.
Mm.
So I wake up. Uh, I wake up at, I try to wake up at 4 a.m. Now, do I do it every single day religiously? I wish. But, you got to get some sleep sometimes. So um, I try and wake up at 4 a.m. Deep work right when I wake up to like 4 to 6, 2 hours. Then go to the gym. Then come back. Work, film, create clients, calls, and then do some walks in between. And then I sometimes, yeah, I mean, like right now, I'm doing cardio at the end of the day too, just because I tried just working out, or I tried just working all day. I got chubby, I got out of shape, and my work just depleted because then your brain is foggy and then you don't even know how to think. So I tried it, don't do it. Um, Yeah, so if you make sure your health is in check, if you make sure your inputs are in check, so sleep, like some people don't get sleep and they're fine, but they're also only fine because they abuse other things like caffeine, stimulants, like things that you can, you know, nootropics and things like that, like rather than just sleeping. So for me,
Yeah.
I try and sleep a decent amount now. I used to not sleep that much. So yeah, just keeping everything in balance will work for you. So just you have to find your balance.
Mm.
And I found it the hard way, but yeah.
My last question for you to finish this off is: what is your goals for yourself personally, and then for your business as well?
Yeah. So um for my goals personally, I'm trying to, get to a place where I can have the biggest impact for my clients, the biggest impact for my audience, and show and like just impact the most people. So whether that's clients or viewers or like mentees that I just do it for free, like that's what I want to have, and I want those people to get the best results. So that's what I'm focusing on. Like I wish everything wasn't money oriented because money's how we like advance, and a lot of people are ranked by money, and then also you have to have money to live, so it's like, yeah, I got to charge you money to work with you, and I got to charge you a lot of money because that's what my time is worth now. And but that doesn't, you should charge money on like the result and the work that you put in. So I charge the work that I'm going to put in for you, and also results based pricing too.
Mm.
So that's something that I focus on, just making sure like the business is as best as possible.
Yeah.
And then also like I do have like money goals, but I'm not money oriented. And then like personal, just staying in shape, keeping like meeting new people, networking, um, just really just yeah, just really like just meeting the right people. Because you can pay for knowledge, but then you get to a point where you can't pay for any more knowledge and you have to just meet people like randomly or like through other people and they give you knowledge. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm just trying to, network with as many people as I can, get the right knowledge from the right people and advance at the right speed.
Gotcha.
Um,
Yeah.
so not too fast, definitely not too slow, but at a really good rate.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on the pod, dropping a lot of sauce, and
So,
yeah.
yes, sir. I appreciate you having me on, man.